count it, just spend. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. Hundred on our own expense. Only live once, so let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go now.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he powers his way up past the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Throwing, Sanders. This one is complete to Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Ready.
First down.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. An inside run with Jenkins. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
Now Sanders. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4.
42-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Escapes the defender.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw now, here's Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Sanders. That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Sanders to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He's got room to roam. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
David Njoku, 34 yards. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Great.
Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And the Browns, first down. It's a gain of 20. And the Browns, first down.
To throw is Sanders. That's taken in. Isaiah Bond. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Browns.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sanders. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. That's complete. Right side, it's Bond. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Shador. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy from 4 yards out. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 33.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready, break.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10.
60 back, Buffalo 18. 19.
From the gun, it's Sanders. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
70 left Warriors, 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This one downfield for Tillman. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
18. And an Eagles first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 51 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Third down and 1.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. He's got a man. That's Bond. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the toss, Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
18 ready. Let's go.
Back to throw. Sanders. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a first.
Coming out.